Good morning, everybody. This is going to be a good one today. Good Sunday morning football. We're going to do a nice, easy meal, delicious, yet easiest cream pie. What we got here, we're going to do some Rollies at home, like I told you guys about in another video. I got a pork loin here. I got from Sam's, $1.80 something a pound. I think it was like 13 bucks for that big thing. And I've got my newest arsenal, the Tapicue, that I'm going to do its first cook with. And I did some messing around with it. That thing's really neat. Very cool. I'll explain to you in a little bit. But that's going to be used. I'm going to cook this to a 120 and take it off and let it rest. And I'll show you. But anyway, I'm going to make the remoulade first because it needs to get to know each other. So I got 2 cups of mayo here. And it's calling for, you need 2 cups of mayo, 1.5 ounce of Gulden's spicy brown mustard, which I figure that comes to about 3 tablespoons, I think. And then they want 2 tablespoons of the spice, the Rolli spice, so I'm going to do that first. So I didn't get the spices all wet or whatever. And I think this ounce and a half, I believe, is about 3 tablespoons, somewhere like that. Yeah, that should be it. And I'm gonna mix this up really good and let it sit in the fridge. And that way it gives it a couple hours, whatever, to get ready. And then next I'm going to fire up I'm going to cut this up and season it with the spice. And then we'll fire up the Rectech. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, that's what it looks like mixed up, just in case you was wondering. Looking good. Alright, I'm going to put it in the fridge and we'll be back.
Alright, we had a little delay game there. That other piece of meat, I had it trimmed up, and it has still smell to it, and I kept thinking, it doesn't smell right, but it doesn't really smell like bad, you know? But as I kept going, I just kept smelling it, and I'm like, nah, there's something not right with it. So make sure you smell any kind of meat you get. If it smells something off, just believe you smell it, and get rid of it. Take it back. It's not worth getting sick of it. So this one smells like no smell, so that's what you want. Anyway, I had a 200% guarantee now at Sam's, which is good, because I've had a lot of bad stuff there. So I had to drive all the way, like 40, 50 miles to get this one. And, but like I said, they gave me twice my money back, so that's cool. Can't get too pissed off about that. So, I'm going to put some Rolli spice on it. Using mustard as the glue. I'm gonna take about do this nice and slow. I'm going to probably do it about 225. So it hits 120, like I said, and then I'll let it rest until I'm ready to do dinner. Because then I'm going to slice it and fry it in a skillet. You'll see. Alright. Looking pretty. Alright, now we go out and fire up the Rectech. And then we'll go on and put it on and test out the Tapicue.
Let me just show you here. I put a new piece of foil just to keep the drip pan cleaner, you know, easier to clean up. You don't have to. Here's the controls. I got it plugged in. Hit the power. I don't want it on 495. I had this up. The sucker goes to 550. Excellent. But we're going to kick it down to do 230, and that's the actual temp, 94. The hopper's full of pellets. Got the Tapicue plugged in. She's going to use the one probe today just to do the pork loin temperature. I love this thing, I'm telling you. I'm going to let this get heated up, and then I'm going to put the loin on and we'll get to cooking it. Alright, let me try to show you the app for TapQ. I got the TapQ plugged in. We're going to start the app. So start a new session. I don't know if you can read that. Or view current session. We're going to start a new one. We're going to call it loin. Hit next. And then I got probe 1 plugged in. We're going to call it pork. Pork medium, but we're going to change the temp. Next. And the minimum we got set as 160. The max is 164. So we're going to change this to 120. For the max, 115. That way I can start watching it. Minimum, I should be able to keep it at 0. Let's see. And then you pick your phone, Galaxy S4, start. And it takes usually give it a minute to do it. I'm going to go by the time, I'm going to go put the meat on now. And then I'll show you the app as soon as after I plug it in. Alright. Alright, the rec tech's up to temp. You hear it kicks off and on to maintain the temperature. Depending on what temperature you have it on. All right. Let's see that. Now I'm going to take one of the probe through the air hole in the back. So you've got these vents. Should be the thickest part of the pork there, and we'll good to go. We'll let the rec tech do the rest. And I'll show you when we get there. Alright, I got the meat on. I decided to put another probe back in just for the smoker temp. And I'm trying to set that up now. Okay, I don't know if that was me or what, but when I plugged the second probe in, it would never come active, so I rebooted everything, start a new session here. Call it loin again. Probe 1's going to be the pork. Probe 2 is going to be the chamber temperature. I'm going to change this back to 115. We'll put the max to 2. On the temperature, we'll put it to 240. And you hit next. Pick your device. Also, it's sending messages to my smartphone telling me that the probes are at temperature. And here's probe 1, which is the meat. We're at 53. Probe 2 is at 205. Max temperature is 240. And then you go back to here and skip the phone. Then you can do quick temperature view and shows all if you have all four. These two I don't have plugged in. But there's my meat, 54 and 205 for smoker. That should be going up a little more.
Check your meat.
Check your meat. That's what the probe alarm sounds like.
Check your meat.
I'm still learning this thing, so bear with me. But anyway, I'll see where that alarm's going off because probably the minimum's set wrong. Anyway, I was skeptical. I think Russ Jones had this, and I kind of questioned the practicality of it. And then he messaged me back saying, this is what he can do with it. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. And then the more I thought about it, the more useful it was. And now having one, it's just amazing. This thing's, there's so many different things you can do with it. You could have 4 different smokers. You could control, check the temps on 4 smokers, 1 smoker, 3 different kinds of meat. Vice versa. You can change it different ways. And you can go to the store. It's awesome. You can have your kid, your wife, whoever, turn the temperature up or down if you got something problem, or take it off. It's just very useful because I don't even have a Maverick. And I've been holding off because the reviews on Mavericks aren't that great. And they're not Wi-Fi. You can only use it at home for, 300 feet away or something. So you can't even go to the store with that. But anyway, so I held back from a Maverick, and I'm glad I did because this is way more useful and better quality, I believe. But I'll be testing it and letting you guys know how it goes. And so far, I love it. What I was thinking the other day, you could have the probes. I was testing it the other day on just ambient temperature in my house, and I was thinking it'd be funny for parents when their kids are home for the summer, when they wonder why their electric bills doubled the price, and the kids say, "Oh, we don't turn the AC down. We leave it set it, whatever we have it." But this would be neat to mess with your kids and say, "Hey, why does this AC say 55 degrees in the house? What's going on? What's happening?" Anyway, you could check up on them, but I thought that was pretty neat. Anyway, let's get to cooking. We'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to saute up some onions and have them cooled and ready to go. So we're done. That's the hardest part. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, I got some good Kaiser rolls here. Meant to show you. Gotta have some good bread with these things. All I had was a red onion, so that's what I'm sauteing up. And I'm gonna saute it till it's soft. Turn off the heat and put it in a bowl. Save it for later till we're ready to do them. But you'll see. All right. Okay, Tapaque said we're at 120 internal temp. Blowing off. There it is. Alright, I'm going to stick it in the cooler until I'm ready to eat. Or if I wasn't going to eat tonight, I could put it in the fridge and do it tomorrow. But I'm going to leave it in the cooler warm to rest and then slice it. And then we'll finish it up.
Alright, here we're just going to slice it up. Still kind of rare. I only cooked it to 120, remember, so try to cut it real thin. Shit, not that thin. There we go. Anyway, yeah, let's trim that up. We'll be back.
Alright, we're going to do the buns first just so they're done. So we're going to use a little butter flavored oil here. If you just want to use butter, that's fine. If you're rich, A little buttery flavor. And we'll come back when they're done. We'll show you. All right, we got them toasted up. Pretty good. Good enough. We got 2 plates here. Anyway. All right, now we're gonna take a little bit of some more butter. Earl. A little bit of onions for each one. And the pork. I usually do about 6 good sized pieces on each one for the big one. Probably just a little salt and pepper, I don't know. We can put some garlic and stuff, but whatever you want to put on. I want to taste the seasoning that came with it, the Rolli. So I'm not going to put a bunch of... We'll show you when they're done here in a minute. Alright, we've still got it cooking here. I'm going to hit the remoulade on the bread. Pretty good. Pile these up. Cut them a little thicker than they normally do. I'm going to take the onions. Oh shit. I know I'm being skimpy there. We got a magic ingredient here for old Keith Bettag. What else would you want with pork? But more pork. Some good old bacon on top too. What's that? We're gonna hit some cheddar. Provolone on the other one. Let them melt down. We'll be back. You ready to go? Whatever, follow it around. Whatever. All right. We're ready to go here. I had red onions, by the way. You're supposed to use like just yellow, or white, or sweet. But all I had was red onions, so use what you got, you know. All right, is that it? We got a cheddar one and a provolone one. We'll let them cool down. We'll cut them in half here in a minute. Be right back.
You're gonna put some fries on.
You want a bite? Nah, the fries. Kiss my ass. You want to do a taste test over here?
No.
No? All right.
I don't want to be on film. but you can be.
We split them. We got half provolone, half cheddar. Just gonna do a little taste test. You know, I know how you get upset. That's good. You get you a bite off. You can do it off camera. A cameraman don't want to be on camera, which is a good thing. My tripod. Oh, that's good. That is damn good. With the cheddar. We got some fries cooking.
Oh yeah, very good.
I'll put the links below. You guys got to go check out RecTech, Tappy-Q, and Rolli Spice, and I'll put the links below so you can make this at home yourselves. We got fries cooking. That's it. Time to eat. Thanks for watching. Go get you some.
Well, yeah, you
Just
give
wanna
them, let them know that you felt yours was a little tougher than what you want. Maybe you may want to cook it.
Well, we're sick to our stomachs full. We ate both them. Anyway, I did that thing on the smoker at 220, and it only took about an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 15 to get up to 120 degrees. And it was still a little tough in here, so I recommend doing something different next time, cooking it slower for longer. I don't know how long they cook it in their rotisserie, but he said it was remember he said it was like 4 hours, so I don't know what temperature he cooks it at. But anyway, that was a little tougher than it should be, but it was still edible, still good. But I recommend just cooking it slower, at a slower temperature for a longer amount of time. And it'll be better. All right, that's all I want to tell you.